So another example where we can use permutations and combinations to solve probability can be used in this question. Two brothers enter a race with 5 friends. The racers draw lots to determine their starting positions. What is the probability that the older brother will start in lane 1 and his brother beside him in lane 2? Now we can do this a couple of ways, and I'll show you both methods. First method is we're going to only consider the 2 lanes, so lane 1 and lane 2. So if the older brother is going to start in lane 1 and his brother beside him in lane 2, there's only one way that this event can happen. So when we calculate the probability, it's equal to the probability of the brother starting in lane 1 and the older brother starting in lane 1 and the younger brother starting in lane 2. Well, the number of ways this can happen is 1, and the number of ways that the 2 lanes can be assigned between the 7 racers is going to be the permutation of 7 choose 2. And it's a permutation here because order is important. Starting in lane 1 is different than starting in lane 2. So this is going to be given by 1 over the permutation of 7 choose 2. And this simplifies to be 1 over 7 times 6, which is 1 over 42. Now, the other way we could have done this is if we had considered all 7 lanes, and we want to know what the probability is that the older brother will start in lane 1 and his brother starting in lane 2. Well, if you consider all the lanes, well, there's only one way that you can assign lane 1 and 2, but there are 5 factorial, or the permutation of 5 choose 5 ways to order the other 5 racers. And when you consider all 7 lanes, then the number of ways that the 7 lanes can be occupied is given by the permutation of 7 choose 7. And here, this is going to be equal to 1 times 1 times, and this is the number of ways that the older brother can start in lane 1, times the number of ways that the younger brother can start in lane 2, times the number of ways that the 5 other racers can be assigned the 5 lanes, divided by the permutation of 7 choose 7, which is the number of ways that 7 racers can be ordered in those 7 lanes. And this works out to be 1 times 5 factorial over 7 factorial. Now, if we break this up, the 7 factorial is equal to 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. Well, the 5 factorials are going to cancel out, and once again, you're left with 1 over 7 times 6, or 1 over 42.